Hey everyone, welcome back for an exciting movie recap. Today, I'm telling you a dark and twisted story about an obsessed man, a dangerous woman, and a deadly game of manipulation that spirals out of control. It's full of shocking reveals, creepy moments, and a chilling fight for survival, so let's dive into this disturbing tale. The story begins with Seth, a very shy man who works at an animal control center and keeps to himself. He becomes obsessed with Holly, a waitress he remembers from high school, after seeing her writing in her journal on a bus. Wanting to get closer to her, Seth asks for advice from Nate, a security guard at work, who tells him to be confident and talk to her. Seth starts researching Holly online, digging into her social media profiles, and tries to ask her out, but she turns him down coldly. That night, Holly tells her friend Claire about Seth's awkward approach while taking a drunken call from her ex-boyfriend, Eric. The next day, Holly gets a bouquet of flowers at work and thinks they're from Eric, so she goes to the bar where he works to see him. Seth, who has been following her, shows up and confronts her, unable to handle her rejection. Things get heated, and Eric steps in, attacking Seth. During the fight, Seth steals Holly's journal and escapes. Over the next few days, he reads it obsessively. At work, Seth finds a trapdoor in an abandoned wing of the animal shelter that leads to a hidden room. He starts building a steel cage there, planning something dark. That night, he follows Holly home, breaks into her apartment, and kidnaps her, locking her in the cage he made. When Holly wakes up in the cage, she talks to an image of Claire in her mind, promising herself she'll survive. Seth tells Holly he loves her, and says he's keeping her there to save her. Through her journal, Seth learned a shocking truth. Holly killed Claire after finding out Claire and Eric had an affair. During a car ride, Holly confronted Claire, got angry, and sped up until they crashed into a truck. Claire survived the crash but was injured, and Holly stabbed her to death with a glass shard. The death was blamed on the crash, but Holly has since committed several gruesome murders and written about them in her journal. Seth believes his purpose is to stop Holly from killing again by keeping her locked up. Over the next few days, Seth and Holly play mind games with each other. Holly starts slipping details to manipulate Seth, while he insists she kills out of guilt for Claire's death. Holly admits she kills because she enjoys it, not out of guilt. Meanwhile, Nate gets suspicious of Seth and follows him, discovering Holly in the cage. Holly distracts Nate, giving Seth time to attack him from behind. At Holly's urging, Seth kills Nate by smashing his skull with a cinder block, and then follows her instructions to get rid of the body. The police start investigating Nate's disappearance and grow suspicious of Seth. Holly manipulates Seth further, telling him he can save her by proving his love, by cutting off his own finger. Seth does it, showing how far he's willing to go for her. But Holly uses the moment to grab his knife and threatens to kill herself unless he lets her out. She tells Seth she finally believes he loves her, but as soon as he lets his guard down, she slits his throat, leaving him to bleed out. Sometime later, Holly is back with Eric, and she's turned the events from her journal into fictional stories published by a small press. She finds proof that Eric is cheating again, but instead of hurting him, she goes to a warehouse. There, we see a shocking twist. Seth is still alive, locked in a cage, horribly mutilated and tortured by Holly. She thanks him for saving her by giving her someone to take out all her murderous urges on, keeping her from killing others. And that's the story. A creepy tale of obsession and evil that takes a dark turn. The animal shelter felt so eerie with that hidden cage, and Holly's true nature was a terrifying reveal. It showed how dangerous manipulation can be, with Seth and Holly both losing in their twisted game. Thanks for listening. I hope you liked this recap. Let's be careful who we trust. Stay safe.